The following video is for entertainment purposes only. Even though it is presented as an awards show, there is nothing physically handed out, and the awards are merely used to show reverence to material. Understand, this was created in fun. You may not agree with the opinions in the video, but please be respectful if you choose to give your opinions for nominees and winners in the comments section below. Also understand, this video contains a plethora of spoilers from comic book movies and television, so this is your spoiler warning. Please enjoy the presentation. Welcome to the 2019 Reeve Awards presented by CBM Reviews. And now, here is your host, Cameron Wiley.
Thank you so much for joining me on this most monumental occasion, the 2019 Reeve Awards. As such, we will be going through many categories, and we're going to start right now. But before we get into the awards, we always give an honorary Reeve Award. Last year, Christopher Reeve took the spot as this award is named in his sake. But now we are talking about one of the giants of the comic book, movie, television, what have you genre, and that is Stan Lee. Without Stan Lee, a lot of the characters that we know and love would not exist, and some of the greatest movie moments, not just of the comic book variety, but of all time, are thanks just to him and some of the other people he collaborated with, like Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, Gene Colan. But today we are honoring him for helping to create some of our most beloved characters. The 2019 Reeve Award goes to Stan Lee.
Not only did I not think I would be doing a cameo in such a big movie, I never dreamt there'd be such a big movie. In those days, I was writing those books. I was hoping they'd sell, so I wouldn't lose my job and I could keep paying the rent. All of a sudden, these characters have become world famous. They're the subject of blockbuster movies, and I'm lucky enough to get little cameos in them. In the days I was writing these things, I never thought it would turn into something like this. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is just unbelievable.
It's indescribable to work with creative people, especially people who make movies. It is such a thrill. It's overwhelming when I think about it. And I keep saying to myself, I can't believe this is me. I can't believe I lucked out this way.
Let's give it up for Stan Lee, guys. Woo-hoo, yeah.
5 lousy words they gave me to say.
Thank you so much. You're a great director.
It's something you never forget.
And thank you for all of this, and I hope that I didn't set interviewing back a few decades. Okay. I'll see you later. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I remember every cameo I've done since the first one. And I think I'm a very lucky guy.
As customary with this award show, we only talk about people at the very beginning when we give away the award. Everything else is talking about characters or movies. So strap in, we're about to get started. And what makes a great movie hero? An equally amazing villain to pit him against. So now we're talking about the greatest bad guys that we saw in last year. From the big screens to the small ones, these are the ones that made us terrified.
The nominations for Best Villain are
I suppose this is hardly appropriate for the big, boring, punch-em-up climax.
Mr. Novak, Doom Patrol,
Is this better?
But I'll tell you now.
Thanos, Avengers Endgame.
What I'm about to do to your stubborn, annoying little planet. I'm gonna enjoy it.
You told me.
Mysterio, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Peter, what's going on?
I know this isn't real.
Do you though?
Homelander, The Boys.
All clear, boys. Mission accomplished. God bless America.
The Joker, Joker.
And the winner is Homelander from The Boys. Transitioning from the best villain of 2019, you equally have to have amazing fight scenes to go along with them. Whether it's one-on-one or if it's a group setting, it doesn't matter if the choreography is on point and the fight makes us want to stand up and cheer. These are the finest fisticuffs that last year had in store for us.
The nominations for Best Fight are Bathroom Fight, Punisher Season 2. Hellboy versus Three Giants. Hellboy. Captain America versus Thanos. Avengers Endgame. Batman versus Shredder. Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Dr. Manhattan versus the 7th Cavalry. Watchmen.
And the winner is Captain America versus Thanos. We have a new category this year, the Best Cameo. In years past, Stan Lee probably would have swept the nominations, but in 2019, he had quite a bit of competition. These are the cameos that made us hold our mouths and point to the screen saying, "Did you just see who that was?" Here we go with the Best Cameo.
The nominations for Best Cameo are Stan Lee, Captain Marvel.
Trust me, true believer. Trust me.
Jarvis?
Edwin Jarvis, Avengers Endgame.
You ever met that guy? You meet a lot of people, son. Seems very familiar.
What the heck am I?
God.
Very good question.
Happy.
That's a very good question. You seem to be like a kind of a mashup of random images from a child's brain that's attained some kind of autonomy.
A shocking video was released earlier today.
J. Jonah Jameson, Spider-Man Far From Home.
There you have it, folks. Conclusive proof that Spider-Man was responsible for the brutal murder of Mysterio, an interdimensional warrior who gave his life to protect our...
And there are those who say I have schemed.
Dick Grayson,
But the time of
Crisis
preparation
on
is
Infinite
past.
Earths.
The crisis is now upon us all.
Holy crimson skies of death!
And the winner is
J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man Far From Home.
Who will no doubt go down in history as the greatest superhero of all time. But that's not all, folks. Here's the real blockbuster. Brace yourselves, you might want to sit.
Speaking of moments that make us cover our mouth and point to screens, there were some crazy, and I mean crazy moments that happened last year. There were some moments that, dare I say, pushed the boundaries of good taste. And why shouldn't they? Sometimes you have to give a little shock and awe to catch our attention, and these were the biggest WTF moments of 2019.
The nominations for biggest WTF moment are...
And that was Ratatouille.
Interspecies Erotica, Doom Patrol. Happy makes them happy. Happy. Batman Bat, Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Flying Dolphin, The Boys.
What do we got here?
Baby Fishing, Watchmen.
And the winner is... Ozymandias Goes Baby Fishing, Watchmen.
Phenomenal.
Unfortunately, not every moment in comic book lore is a happy moment, and every now and then a hero must give the ultimate sacrifice and lay his or her life down on the line for the greater good. Just to warn you, this section is the most spoilery, so if there are some movies or TV shows that you have not watched and you do not want to be spoiled, skip ahead and you can come back to this section whenever you're ready. This is the Saddest Death category.
The nominations for Saddest Death are... David Dunn, Glass. Black Widow, Avengers Endgame. Iron Man, Avengers Endgame. Mystique, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Dr. Manhattan, Watchmen.
I love you, Angela.
And the winner is... Iron Man, Avengers Endgame.
Now, I love a well-established character as much as the next guy. Where you have your Batmans and Supermans, your Iron Mans and Spider-Mans, what's not to love? But these are the characters that we hadn't seen in the movies or in some cases TV before, and it was very much a refreshing and welcoming sight. These are the new guys on the block, and we hope that they stick around a little bit longer.
The nominations for Best Newcomer are
Bring him back! You have to bring him back!
Halo, Young Justice Outsiders.
I can't just call
Klaus Hargreaves, The Umbrella Academy.
Stop playing tennis with Hitler for a moment and take a quick call.
Since when? That's your thing.
I'm not in the right frame of mind.
You're high?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how are you not listening to this nonsense?
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Shazam. Shazam.
Immunity! You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window.
Have a good night.
You're welcome for not getting robbed.
Sister Night. Watchmen.
And the winner is Shazam.
I love it when characters really get to express themselves in ways that either we haven't seen on screen before or ways that really stick with us for a long time. Sometimes the best lines, like "with great power comes great responsibility," last for generations. And these were the lines that were uttered in 2019 that made a difference for me. This is the category of Best Line.
The nominations for Best Line are Avengers. Avengers Endgame.
Assemble. What am I even tripping for?
I Love You 3000.
Exactly the way
Avengers Endgame.
I Love You 3000.
I'm sorry, did you say Prague?
Bitch,
This
please.
all seems like big
Spider-Man, Far From Home.
huge superhero kind of stuff. And I mean, I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, sir.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
I know, but that was an accident, sir.
You knew?
Nose for White Supremacy.
Yes.
Watchmen.
How do you know he's 7K?
I got a nose for white supremacy and he smells like bleach.
It's Not Time. Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oliver, it is time. Has the planet been evacuated yet? Not entirely. Then it's not time.
And the winner is I Love You 3000. Avengers Endgame.
That's crazy.
When it comes down to it, I'm just going to say it right now, even though you're probably watching this and you already know, animation is art. It is not something to be looked down upon or snited at. It is something that is beautiful when done properly. I grew up on cartoons myself, and so this particular category has a special place in my heart. This is the category for Best Animated Project.
The nominations for Best Animated Project are Young Justice Outsiders.
It painted a target on the Earth.
How do we even begin to fight that?
Reign of the Superman.
If they're ready for a fight, we bring them a freaking fight.
Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No match for me. Let's end this.
This just gets better and better.
Batman Hush.
Hush, Batman. Hush.
You crossed the line, Quinn. You're going to Arkham.
Bye-bye. Harley Quinn.
And the winner is Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You did well out there. Your father will be very proud.
Thank you. Sometimes you have to crawl before you can walk. And comic book properties sometimes exemplify that perfectly. Before Christopher Reeve flew in the movies, George Reeves flew in our living room. And before Michael Keaton gave us an amazing Batman, Adam West was hamming it up on the same Bat channel. Heck, even before we got some amazing Hulk scenes from Mark Ruffalo, Lou Ferrigno was our Hulk. These are the properties that came out in 2019 on the small screen, but showed us that they are ready to run out the gate. These are the best television projects of 2019.
The nominations for Best TV Show are
I have adopted 6 children.
The Umbrella Academy.
Gifted with abilities far beyond the ordinary. I give you the Umbrella Academy.
Said his enemies were coming for him.
Doom Patrol.
We got this.
Now comes their reckoning!
What do you want from me?
Jessica Jones, you believe that you could save the world.
Jessica Jones, Season 3.
You've already failed them. And you have, because you are not, and you never will be, a hero.
Soups lose hundreds of people each year. It's a collateral damage.
It's fucking diabolical.
They're all like that?
The Boys.
All of them.
Yeah, pardon my French, fuck those fuckers.
Those fuckers are trying to start a war.
Watchmen.
And the winner is Watchmen.
Oh, it looks like we got things under control here.
Go casting. Thanks.
We're coming down to the wire. And before we reveal the nominations for the best comic book movie of 2019, I want to talk about the best heroes that we saw last year as well. Whether they were Avengers or maybe they were called Captain Marvel back in the past. These were the heroes that made us cheer for whichever reasons that you want. These were the best heroes of last year.
The nominations for Hero of the Year are Captain Marvel, Shazam,
Bullet immunity. You have bullet immunity.
Bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window.
Have a good night.
You're welcome for not getting robbed.
Captain America, Iron Man,
And I am
Spider-Man.
Come on, Peter Tingle.
And the winner is Iron Man.
You won. This is dark. You won. This is dark.
We have arrived at the pinnacle of this award show. We are now talking about the very best of the best. We're talking about the #1. We're talking about the ultimate comic book movie of 2019. These are the nominations.
The nominations for Comic Book Movie of the Year are...
You're the hero.
Shazam.
You're welcome for not getting robbed!
I'm Batman.
Get him back in!
How old are you?
Basically 15.
Dude, did you see that?
Yeah, you electrocuted a bus and almost killed these people.
And then I caught it!
We will.
Avengers Endgame.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
We need answers.
You're welcome to try.
Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He thought too fast. We're not your enemy.
This is still my city.
If they're ready for a fight, we bring them a freaking fight. You are no match for me.
Let's end this.
You're right, you may not be ready, but this is my responsibility.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Sometimes people die.
Oh my God.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
Joker.
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
Send in the clowns.
And the comic book movie of the year is Avengers Endgame.
Avengers!
Reached the end of this award show. I want to thank you so much for watching this. I want to give a special thank you to all of those people who have reached out to me, have asked me if I'm doing all right, asked me how the channel's going. I really appreciate it more than you will ever know. Hopefully, I will see you a little bit more often. I may not be able to post as much, but I'll get out there a lot more often. So with that, thank you very much.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the 2019 Reeve Awards. If you've enjoyed this production, it would be kind of you to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, share this with your friends. This is Stackable G for CBM Reviews. We'll see you next time.